recently, the YouTuber Swagroute has gotten transphobic allegations. And I'm making this video so that more people are aware of what he's been doing. Not to mention, I'm gonna call him out for making like content where he like talks about other controversies. However, he doesn't do it in a respectful manner. Now on Twitter, he shared that he got banned from New Angels Republic or whatever. He got banned from a server, and he said, "Wow. Anyways, fuck Angela's side. I've always been Team Grief." And he got banned for not directly apologizing to Nindy for misgendering her, calling her an it, and also referring to her as guy after the fact. You should have handled this better. And the duration is permanent. He's never getting a ban. If 12, the guy that runs Daily Dose of GD, he called him out saying, "You're genuinely a dumbass. You had two transphobic dramas. Both could have been avoided if you used your brain. What the fuck were you thinking when you uploaded the best GD girls players?" If you don't know what that video is, it's basically where he says, "What's the best GD girl player?" And he says GirlyAle, and he pinned a comment saying, "Don't listen to people saying paqoe, you are completely right. GirlyAle is the best biological female player of all time," which is really disrespectful because although paqoe is trans, that's still transphobic because like you couldn't just say, "But the best female player that identifies as female or whatever is paqoe." But no, he decided to say biological. But back to vid 12, he says many transphobic people actually had the intelligence to shut the fuck up. If you can't do that, then stop provoking people. And on Twitter too, Swagroute is spammed by Twitter bots calling him transphobic because like, like he is transphobic. When he was talking about a video performance that he had, he got ratioed by a Twitter bot saying, "Boo, are you scared yet, you fucking a painter?" I'm not gonna say the name. Transphobia. And a comment also calls him out saying, "How do you get ratioed by Twitter bot comments?" The same Twitter bot also exposed him for misgendering Nindy, and there's a couple of clips, and then GD Historian tries backing him up, and then he... Here are the screenshots. Another person on Twitter said that he's transphobic is Miss I Janet. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm really sorry. And a person called Lumi on Twitter also said, "Swagroute, you need a lock-in. You can't say that you aren't transphobic, and I didn't know it was a trans in the same video. That's not a good look." And another comment says he has a YouTube short where he said he only counts people born as a woman as true women, which kind of proves that he's transphobic. So that's all the proof of him, being transphobic. But now I'm gonna go into the second factor, which is him being disrespectful when it comes to making videos about like drama or severe situations. So I want to talk about like how this guy is disrespectful in his videos. And what I mean by that is like whenever he's talking about like drama, like for example the Flame Wall Verifier drama, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm sorry. Basically he just reversed his viewers as, "Hey, what's up,
My
GeoChuds?" Which is like, why the fuck are you starting your video like that? Now, if you don't know what the video is about, basically, it's about the Flame Wall Verifier making jokes, saying the N-word, which is like the hard R, not just like a different version or whatever. And being down bad for like this one girl, I forgot about her like going down or whatever, and him being homophobic, which is stupid. But anyways, this is like his video, so like whatever he does wrong, I'm gonna call it out. Also, before I do this, one thing I'd like to point out is how his thumbnails are like, it's basically in a way in like the meme like thumbnails where it's like unskippable thumbnail or whatever, which is really disgusting because the Flame Wall Verifier like obviously said like disturbing things about like a girl and stuff. Like, this is disgusting. Why are you making like this clickbait title for just to get more clicks? And he also made a video about the technical situation, which like nothing wrong with that. However, like he worded it in like a bad way or whatever, and like people legit thought like technical like groomed someone or whatever.
News. Today's topic. The Quattrocientos situation is disgusting. Another day, another GD drama.
So girl, you need to learn the difference between content that's meant for entertainment and talking about drama that's like extremely serious. This isn't the time to make goofy jokes. Like, not only is it disrespectful, but like people aren't even gonna take you seriously because they're just making these stupid jokes.
Again, it's on the worst corner on the internet, Twitter, but for a damn good reason this time. So don't worry, folks, because Swag News is here to sum all of this up. And
again, stop making these unfunny jokes. This is meant to spread awareness. Like, no one's gonna take you seriously because you keep making these stupid jokes.
on this first document, he exposes, again, LGBTQ phobia, racism.
Also, I find it really ironic how Swagroute is hating on Quantos for like being homophobic and stuff when he himself is transphobic.
Because you guys might be saying, oh, he's Spanish, right? He can say the word negro. But negro literally means black in Spanish. It's more of like a color. But
Swagroute actually has a good point here. He is right. Like, the word negro means black in Spanish. Like, it isn't racist. It's basically just the same as, like, black in English. Obviously, it has, like, a history with, like, Americans calling, like, black people that in, like, the 1950s and shit. But like really, if someone says my favorite color is negro, they're not being racist. They just like the color black. But if they use it in like a racist way, then yeah, it's racist.
Of this, plus neck twisting from behind, plus tongue down.
Swagger, you need to stop editing the video like it's like a Vortex video or whatever, meant for entertainment, meant for laughs. You're supposed to spread awareness about the topic. Stop making these jokes.
The point of AI thumbnails, and this is honestly, in the midst of all this is low-key nothing, bro.
This is just wrong. AI is already controversial on its own, and the fact that he uses AI, it just makes it worse. Not to mention, people can make thumbnails for free. Since he's like, you know, like the verifier flame, where like people will just make thumbnails for free because like, you know, like it gets their work out and like he's like famous and stuff. This is such a stupid argument. And instead of making AI thumbnails, he could either learn how to make actual thumbnails, or he could just make stupid thumbnails that like are really low effort, but like they're not AI, so it's like better, you know?
They wouldn't grape a woman. Wait, what's that? Oh, 8-minute mark reach. Finally, I don't want to read this crap.
He didn't even have to include this, by the way, and he still did. This is such a horrible joke for a serious situation too. It's disgusting. He could have just had his outro right there, but no, he just has to add this extra bit because it's funny.
About the situation, because this TS crazy.
Also, don't use slang when talking about serious situations like this, because like no one is gonna take you seriously.
Amassing over 200,000 views. Well, today, while looking at his channel, I noticed that the Zodiac funeral video is gone, and that immediately confused.
Stop lying. This did not happen at all. Basically, he's claiming that he looked at Technical's channel as like, oh no, the video is gone. And then like, he's like, oh, it's probably because of Twitter. So he checks Twitter. But like, this obviously did not happen. He's just making this up for the bit. What likely happened is that he probably just heard of it and then searched it up to see if it was true, and it was.
I believe that Technical did the mature thing here, and he explained everything thoroughly, but I do feel like he shouldn't really have deleted the funeral, as most people, including me, didn't even know who the hell this Taylor person was, nor did we care. Also, Zodiac is a historic level in the GD community, and its funeral should come over anything that any person that we can see in the video. Because low-key, most of us don't even know who this guy is.
Do you even hear yourself right now? You care more about a stupid skit more than a 3-time groomer. What are we saying? This is disgusting. He included a groomer in his video, and you think like, oh, Technical shouldn't have deleted the video. Like, we don't even care about this Taylor person anyways. Like, we don't even know who the fuck he is. This guy groomed people. Like, that trauma still exists to the victims, and you would just rather have a stupid skit rather than, you know, like this Taylor person getting punished or whatever. Swagroute shouldn't even have a platform at all. Not only is he transphobic, and basically makes slop shorts, which I didn't even include in this video because everyone knows that he makes shit shorts. But he's disrespectful when it comes to like making people aware of like drama. And like just like, and it's like, oh, well, like this isn't wrong. Or like, well, we don't even know who this person was, so it doesn't matter. I don't even know if he's hearing himself or not. This is genuinely disgusting. But that's the end of this video. Not a lot of people call him out, or like people are even aware of this, so that's why I made this video, to spread awareness. But again, that's all I had to say, and I hope y'all have a good day. Peace.